truly do believe that. There's something wrong with her. She's disturbed, she's unhappy, and she thinks it's about feminism and the patriarchy and about but the reality is she's just not stable.
Minecraft in the United States in one weekend made more money than Snow White has made globally after 3 weekends.
But you don't seemingly like your own character, so she comes off as an insufferable, whiny brat.
The future of Hollywood is being battled out right now in theaters as 2 live-action remakes from the biggest studios in Hollywood go head-to-head.
Rachel Zegler's Snow White disaster has officially reached full-blown meltdown mode. After spending over a year standing by Disney's live-action remake, she's now being forced to watch it crash and burn at the box office, while Minecraft is absolutely dominating and making headlines left and right. According to Insider Buzz, Rachel is now seeking therapy to handle the heavy pressure, endless backlash, and non-stop roasting on social media. But instead of owning up to her part in the mess, word is she started blaming everyone and everything around her, even Minecraft. Yep, you heard that right. Rachel is allegedly pointing fingers at the Minecraft movie's insane success as one of the reasons Snow White flopped. Not the messy script, not the weird tone, not the cringy press interviews, but because a video game movie is smashing records while Disney's so-called reimagining is collecting dust. And the numbers? Absolutely brutal. Minecraft sailed past the $700 million mark globally in less than 3 weeks. That's 3 times more than what Snow White has made in 3 whole months. Disney's princess didn't just lose. She got obliterated by pixelated zombies and blocky characters. But this isn't just a box office bomb, it's turned into a full-on public relations nightmare. An old clip recently started making the rounds again, showing Rachel nearly in tears when the Snow White remake was first announced, talking about how hard the early hate was on her. "It's hard, and it's lonely. It's very lonely," she said, her voice shaking. "But if that loneliness exists, then other things can too, and I'll be okay." Back then, a lot of people actually felt bad for her, thinking she was unfairly targeted. Fast forward to now, and even her die-hard supporters are starting to switch sides. People expected Rachel to face a little criticism. That comes with the territory, but nobody thought she'd dodge responsibility this hard. Instead of reflecting, she's blamed toxic internet trolls, hinted that filming was a nightmare, and even subtly shaded her own co-stars for allegedly not having her back. Yet nowhere in all her public comments has she taken any accountability for the film's awkward tone, weird messaging, or her own tone-deaf comments trashing the original Snow White story. Disney, meanwhile, is smashing the panic button. Behind the scenes, they're hitting pause on a bunch of other live-action remakes. Projects like Tangled, which had already started early development, are now getting reviewed, which is basically corporate code for probably getting canceled. This isn't just about one actress being under fire, this is an entire billion-dollar game plan crumbling to pieces. And while Rachel's busy pointing fingers and spiraling, guess who's quietly winning over the internet? Jack Black. Without ever mentioning Rachel by name, Jack delivered what might be the most polite but savage reality check Hollywood's seen all year, and he did it effortlessly, showing exactly why Minecraft is winning the culture war. Jack Black's been around the block in Hollywood. He knows exactly how to handle a PR storm without breaking a sweat. When interviewers brought up his role in the Minecraft movie, the same movie wrecking Snow White, he didn't throw shade, didn't brag, didn't throw anyone under the bus. He just grinned and said, "An actor prepares." So I have literally been exclusive to Minecraft for the last month and a half. All Minecraft. All the time. I'm in a little movie called Minecraft. I don't want to brag, but it's kind of a big deal. He even went on to explain how he first played Minecraft years ago just to bond with his kids and said rediscovering it for the movie has been pretty rad. That one simple, heartfelt answer said everything. Jack was grateful. He was focused on having fun. He wasn't pushing a political message or lecturing fans. He was just genuinely excited to be part of something people already loved. And fans immediately noticed the difference. Instead of pushing an agenda, Minecraft simply delivered a good time. A fun, nostalgic, crowd-pleasing ride that made both longtime players and parents feel welcome. Even South Park couldn't help but throw shade at Disney's new direction. Their now iconic Kathleen Kennedy scene poked fun at the studio's habit of forcing identity politics into every project. Is there a problem, people? We were just discussing ideas for the new Prince Eric movie. Put a chick in it, make her gay. That one savage line echoed exactly how many fans feel, like they're being preached to instead of entertained. Jack Black, whether on purpose or just by being himself, became the total opposite of that trend. While Rachel Zegler was drowning in interviews, PR damage control, and public criticism, Jack was out there just vibing, and fans loved him for it. Meanwhile, Rachel's team launched a full-blown image recovery operation. As co-stars started speaking out and her old interviews came back to bite her, she slowly started to admit she might have misjudged how all of this would go down. After weeks of silence, not-so-subtle blame games, and viral sound bites hurting her public image, Rachel finally began showing a hint of accountability. But now the real question is it too late? Behind the scenes, the fallout is still spreading. Snow White has yet to bounce back at the box office. Disney's gone radio silent. And some of Rachel's co-stars have started backing away, fast. Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, recently opened up about her experience on set. She didn't directly call Rachel out, but she didn't defend her either. Gal said the set lacked any real sense of companionship and hinted that things behind the scenes were rough. She even said she'd speak more openly about Rachel when she feels comfortable, which, in Hollywood code, usually means things got messy. Gal emphasized the importance of teamwork when making a movie and said when you're working with characters like the evil queen and Snow White, that teamwork should be part of the creative magic. But according to her, it just wasn't there. Instead, the whole production was full of setbacks, tension, and exhaustion. And that adds fuel to one of the biggest criticisms against Rachel Zegler. It wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. The tone, the attitude, the way she seemed to brush off fans who genuinely loved the original story. It didn't come across as a difference of opinion. It felt like she was mocking anyone who didn't agree with her new, modern vision. Now, all her old controversies are back in the spotlight, including the time she made some political posts bashing Trump supporters. The backlash was instant. Rachel did apologize, but not everyone bought it. Conservative commentator Megyn Kelly went in hard, calling the apology fake and performative. The reason we had Rachel Zegler on the docket is because she's an a-hole, Kelly said bluntly. She trashed half the country, everyone who voted for Trump. So I clapped back. Then she apologized. But it wasn't sincere. Kelly's team even dug up a December 2023 post that they claimed revealed Rachel's true mindset. The post read, "And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Lou in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, my cracks, and my breaks, and there are many, people will wait in line to see this." It was poetic, sure. But it also reinforced the idea that Rachel saw herself as a misunderstood work of art, rather than someone who maybe, just maybe, messed up and alienated a huge portion of the audience. It didn't help her case. Then, something unexpected happened. A post that showed a more vulnerable side of Rachel finally got through to people. She shared that her dog was suffering from a mysterious illness and asked fans for their support. It was raw. It was emotional, and for once, it didn't feel like damage control. It felt real. For a moment, even her biggest critics paused. They saw the human behind the headlines, the person behind the press-trained smile. Some even started to wonder, were we too harsh? Was she just unprepared for how brutal this business can be when things fall apart? But in Hollywood, sympathy has an expiration date, and it doesn't erase the numbers. Rachel is trying to rebuild, but the industry is already looking ahead. Insiders say some of her upcoming projects are being reevaluated. Casting calls are stalling. Directors are suddenly hesitant. Studios don't want more controversy. Snow White hasn't even hit $100 million domestically, a financial disaster for Disney and a giant red flag for anyone trying to remake a classic. This isn't just a one-movie flop, it's now about trust. between audiences and the studios that claim to know what fans want. It's about franchise fatigue, tone-deaf storytelling, and whether Rachel Zegler's name now signals drama instead of talent. Just when the buzz started to calm down, new voices joined the conversation, reigniting the fire and pushing the whole situation into even deeper controversy. At its core, this wasn't just a box office face-off between Snow White and Minecraft. It became something way bigger, a battle between two totally different mindsets in entertainment. One embraced joy, nostalgia, and staying true to what fans love. The other pushed messaging and reinvented a fairy tale to make a point, and, in doing so, lost the magic. When the box office numbers came in, audiences had spoken loud and clear. Rachel Zegler's name is now forever linked to one of Disney's most talked about failures. But she's not the only star to get caught in the crossfire of a studio's identity crisis, and she definitely won't be the last. As for Disney, they've gone quiet. Some remakes are being canceled quietly behind the scenes, and there's no official statement in sight. But make no mistake, their next move will be careful, calculated, and likely far less controversial. Because they know, one more flop like Snow White, and the damage might not be reversible. So what really happened here? Was Rachel unfairly made the scapegoat? Did Disney set her up to fail? Or is this what happens when a beloved classic is torn apart and rebuilt to fit a brand message instead of simply telling a great story? One thing is certain, this saga is now a turning point in how Hollywood handles legacy properties. And audiences? They're watching every move.